and her 3 children, Alex, Claire, and Lily, were moving into a big old house that has stood empty for years.
I am over 100 years old. I am worn out but not silent. I moan and grow with age. Most people pass by me without a glance. They're afraid that my gloom will rub off on them.
Don't you love this old house, kids?
I like it, but I don't like the spider webs. They feel really icky when they stick on me.
There sure is a lot of room to run around in here. But I guess that gives the ghosts more places to hide.
Do you live to scare me, Alex?
No, but do I have to remind you there's a cemetery right next to the house we also when we drove up?
Now, just because there's in between next house, it does not mean that there are ghosts in here. Let's finish unpacking these boxes and head to the kitchen for lunch.
Lunch. Now there's something I'm interested in.
Me too.
Me 4. Wait, me 3?
It's unanimous then. We're ready for lunch. I think I'll make mac and cheese.
Yay, my favorite.
Last one there's rotten egg.
Oh, kids.
The kids ran down the hall, but stopped at the kitchen doorway. The lights in the kitchen were off, and shadows lined the kitchen walls.
What's the holdup? Go on in.
Alex was the first one to enter the dark kitchen. Claire followed him, and immediately turned on the lights and opened the curtains. The moss-green kitchen filled with light, and for the moment it seemed less scary. Mom got to work making macaroni and cheese, and lunch was ready in no time. Lily, Claire, and Alex ate at the kitchen table. It was comforting to be at their old wooden table, eating macaroni and cheese. It almost felt like they were back at their apartment in the city.
Wow, you 3 are hungry. I'll clean up in here and finish unloading the box in the living room. You kids head upstairs and get your bedrooms in order.
Wow, there's so many rooms. Which one is mine?
We'll help you find it, Lily. Let's go.
But I'm afraid. There might be a ghost up there.
There's nothing to be afraid of. Alex was only kidding about the ghosts. Weren't you, Alex?
Alex didn't answer. He just bounded up the stairs. Claire held Lily's hand and followed him. Suddenly they all heard a loud noise that made them all jump.
What was that?
Was it a ghost?
It was probably just a box falling over. Sheesh. Let's find out whose room is whose. Claire, you know what everyone's stuff looks like.
All right, this first room is mine. Alex, you're next door to me. Lily, you're next door to Alex. Mom's room is at the end of the hall.
Look, here's my box with all my stuffed teddy bears.
So I'm in the room between you two. Just tap on the wall if you see a ghost. I'm only a scream away.
Alice!
September slipped away. Autumn arrived with anger one night. Winds right up my windows, rain begged with the steady beat like nervous fingernails stopping on my glass. Kids huddled uneasily in my kitchen.
It's getting late. I have a few things to do upstairs. You kids keep doing your homework.
Hey, Claire, I'm studying about the lost colony. In the 16th century, over 100 people mysteriously vanished from Roanoke Island, North Carolina. No one knows what happened to them.
Whatever, Alex. You're not scaring me.
Sure I'm not. That's why you keep on looking out of the window at the cemetery.
Hey Claire, can you help me? I'm trying to study my spelling words, and some of them are really, really hard.
Sure. The easiest way to learn spelling words is to write them over and over again. The more you see the words, the easier it is for your brain to remember them. You don't have to write the words you already know, just the ones you don't.
That's good advice, Claire. Here's one I remember. G-H-O... St.
Very funny.
That night, the trees trembled and swayed. Leaves swirled and skittered along. Branches swept the sky black and bare.
It was dark when Alex and Claire got home from school the next day. As usual, they went straight to the kitchen for a snack.
Hey, where's Mom and Lily?
Mom is to work late, so Lily's staying at the after-school program until Mom can pick her out.
Hey, what's this on the floor? Did Mom leave us a note?
What does it say?
Beware.
The word beware was written in shaky handwriting.
Let me see that. I know you. You're just trying to scare me. Well, it's not going to work.
I'm not trying to scare you. I've never seen the note before.
Then who wrote beware?
I don't know. Maybe it fell on the cover when I opened it up.
Maybe, but it's starting to feel like something bizarre is going on here. Living next to that old cemetery is really starting to creep me out.
It's just an old note, Claire. It's probably not from the cemetery. It's probably from, well, I don't know.
Neither do I, but we can't tell Lily about the note. It'll scare her.
The next day, wind shook my doors. They rattled as if someone was desperately trying to get in.
After dinner, Claire went to the dining room to do her homework. Alex went upstairs to study, but he couldn't concentrate. He was still hungry. He went downstairs and poured himself a bowl of cereal. He was just sitting down to eat when he saw the word on the table. It was spelled in cereal.
Where? Claire!
Alex ran out of the kitchen to get Claire, but as he reached the dining room, he slowed down to a stroll. He didn't want Claire to know he was scared.
Very funny, Claire. You thought a few pieces of cereal would scare me?
Scary cereal? What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I saw the word beware on the kitchen table.
Again? Show me.
They went into the kitchen together and stared at the cereal on the table.
Who used cereal to spell the word beware?
Come on, it was you. I know it was you. You were trying to scare me. It didn't work.
I'm serious. I didn't do this. Maybe it just spilled out of the box.
It just happened to spell beware.
Well, if you didn't do this and I didn't do this, then who did? You have to tell Mom.
No, 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 no. Absolutely not. She'll just think we're trying to scare Lily.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The kitchen leads to the backyard, and the backyard is next to the cemetery.
Point is?
Think about it, Alex. This kitchen is creepy. I'm eating in the dining room next.
Well, it is bigger. The TV.
The next night, the weather was frosty. Cold air seeped through my old windows. My radiator knocked and hissed, blanketing the windows with steam.
Lily was in the kitchen helping her mom. Alex and Claire were watching TV in the living room. Claire glanced at the window and gasped.
Alex, look at the window.
Beware. How long has that been there?
I don't know, but it couldn't have been for very long. The windows didn't steam up till about 5 minutes ago when the radiators turned on.
So someone had to write the word beware in like the last 5 minutes? And the window's so high. How could someone reached up there?
Wait a minute. The steam is on the inside of the window. So whoever wrote it had to be inside the house.
Mom!
What's the problem? No need to shout.
Look at the window.
And this isn't the first time we've seen the word. It's been popping up everywhere.
The letter A is backwards. Who writes the letter A backward?
Lily!
What's the matter?
Did you write this word, Lily?
Yeah, Claire said I should write any word I didn't know again and again. I didn't know how to spell beware, so I wrote it everywhere. Now my brain remembers it. B-E-W-A-R-E. Beware.
Alex and Claire were in the living room watching TV. Claire glanced at the window and gasped.
Bradley, look at the window.
Bradley, it's Alex.
The next night, weather was frosty. Cold air seeped through my old windows.
Mrs. O'Neill, please call
Oh my
720.
Oh, how could someone get up that high?
Wait a minute. The windows weren't steamed up till about 5 minutes.
Blah,
But
It was dark when Brad.
Okay.
What was that? Sorry.
That's all right.
Fierce.
So I'm in the middle of you two?
Just scream if you. I even know. It was
What was?
There's so many rooms. Which one's?
Call 7201. Al, please call 7201.
Suddenly, they all heard a loud noise that made them all jump.
Jalen, please come in.